Hi, welcome back to this video. It's for me, 10 years down the line. So, what should we talk today? I have a topic, that's why I started recording while cooking. So, the topic is why one should not run from the obvious. Obvious something that's not in your control. For me, from the SEM one, let me point it out. Today is 14th of August, 2025, and I came here on 18th of August. So it's been a year, almost a year, that I'm in US. So the purpose of me recording this video is like to share the insights about cooking which I have learned so far. Mm, let me put it on. So I used to cry about this cooking part. I used to hate it because I used to it's not that I hate cooking, but I would rather prefer investing my time in something else rather than cooking. So I used to be dependent on Sohan, Bhavik. These are my roommates, by the way. So on them, like they will cook for me or like they will have the extra meal. But like once they started having their own preferences, they had their own ways of like eating. Like some prefer eating outside, some prefer eating something that's spicy, some things that chatake matakedar and stuff like. And I'm like, give me sattvic food. Because this is for this, not because that I usually prefer, but I like to keep it sattvic. But the main part of the conversation is like first on the firstly I was dependent, right? I was dependent on the fact that uh, that someone else will cook for me. Or I used to cook like for like 2-3 meals which they don't like. Whereas I usually prefer like what's the thing that I will treat this thing as a utility, especially for me, and then go ahead, right? But I started having just one meal a day, and you know the repercussions of it. Like if you are the only one who is watching, then you know what it was like the 1 month of hell. You fall sick and having that frozen food. I don't know what was the actual reason, but like most of them say that eating frozen food or eating the stale foods, not stale food. Like I used to bulk cook like for like two days, max 2 days, and that like I lost the weight like around 10 kgs in 1 year, and then it's crazy. Like it was like I went back to India, I got recovered, and I came back. But now I'm cooking some fresh meals. But the important thing is you should not run away from the things that are obvious to you. So you know the data used to say that your bank balance won't support you eating outside like 6 times a week. But so you could not afford that point of time. Hopefully that's not the case 10 years down the line, but usually these are the this was something that I used to face. And then I realized that I was running from cooking, whereas I should change my mindset in such a way that I should enjoy cooking in such a way that it's the meal for me, right? It's something that I'm feeding my body. So I will make sure that I pour lots and lots of love in every vegetable out there, and then eat something at the end of the day. But I used to be not happy because deep down I know I like the chatage dagadela food, but the athlete side of mine usually was like be consistent. So there was always a constant like clash between an athlete and entrepreneurial and the artist mind. especially in terms of cooking, I would say. Like, so discipline is something that I used to cook, but unhappily. Now I'm cooking happily. That's the difference, and this is how it is turning out to be that I started gaining weight. One, secondly, I have a muscle mass now, which I lacked back in winter. Hopefully, the same thing does not repeat again. But this is it. Like, get the things done, irrespective of. mm so you know the process, right? Part A, part B, part C. So it's not like you have to go to part C and then do part B and then do part A. No, you have to focus on part A, finish it, then go on part B, then go on part C. Let's say learning or taking education at NYU was C and cooking was A. It was a chosen thing, right? Unless and until I cook good food, I might not be healthy to take the good education. This is the ideal now, right? But I used to focus on this, and I used to skip meals, and that turned out to be hell of an experience. So skipping meals is not an option. Getting things done, irrespective whether you like it or not. When I look at Bhavik, he has a very optimized way. In 45 minutes, he takes bath. He makes sure that his food is cooked, and there is a trust between his cooking and the time that is going to take for cooking. Literally, like he's done with everything in like 45 minutes. Whereas I start, when I start chopping, it usually takes me around like 40 minutes, and that used to bother me a lot. So I used to delegate that thing to Bhavik sometimes. But that's not the case. It's an individual journey. Probably they might help you, but you have to make sure that the being healthy is your own preference and it's your responsibility, because your parents are not allowed to make around to take care of your health. So it's better that you make sure that whatever things that you do, every decision that you take, whether it's driven by a desire or whether it's driven by adversity, make sure that you enjoy doing it. And I am enjoying this cooking right now. That's why I'm recording this thing. Otherwise, you would have seen like the space of mind, me cooking, and that's it. That's it. You must be wondering that why this chopping is here. So probably I will make avocado toast. Have it for my lunch, and this is something that I can have it for my dinner. Alright, shukriya for watching, and make sure that you cook your meal and eat healthy. Bye bye.